And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it's just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Ready. 60 outlaw. You ain't doing nothing today. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Herbert. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Westbrook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made by Emerson Griffin. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And it's caught. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2nd and 1. That escapes the sand. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw, there's Cousins. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. To throw, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards. Now Cousins steps away to his left. And Diggs has it. That's good for 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Cousins on first down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Jags grab it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They go play action here on first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert is going to let this go deep for Lee. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. from the gun. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over at their own 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Check. It's a party now.
Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
44, Mike, 44. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Off play action. Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Xavier Rhodes sprints in on the corner blitz for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Four down.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Fielded at about the 28. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Cousins to throw it. It's complete to Diggs. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
We ain't giving him nothing to do. Hey, Ken!
He's checking crap.
First down. Here's Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Gun.
Motion, check. Shift. Mike,
From the red zone now, Cousins. He completes this one to Mack. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead is now 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Herbert. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Shoot.
Off play action. Herbert trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Lambo on for the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that will tie things at 20 all. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. Dancing to his left. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Lets it fly for and this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Here's a 2nd and 7. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stack sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Ready, ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
First down, Jaguars.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, that one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
We got four. We got four.
On third down, Herbert. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard. And it's fourth. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Herbert. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of one, and that'll bring up a second and 11. On the ground, it's Cook. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, Cook. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll limp to the finish line with a final record of 5-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.